Manisha, and I'm excited to have an amazing guest with us today, Folake. Folake is a digital platform optimization expert with over 11 years of experience. She has helped businesses of all sizes, enhance their online presence, optimize customer experience, boost their SEO profile, and achieve measurable results. Whether it's creating smart strategies for websites, boosting SEO, or guiding teams to success, Folake knows how to make digital platforms work for businesses. Today, she will be sharing her journey, practical tips for SMEs, and insights on how to get the most out of your digital platforms, even with a small budget. So let's go. How does a day in your life look like, as a digital platform optimization specialist?
Okay, so for me, my day normally starts with picking one of my projects to fine tune, to review. I basically look at the analytics. I use Google Analytics GA4. I look at what is going on because that gives me an insight into the performance on the website alongside the social media platforms, because we have the website integrated into the social media platform. So you can see how people are moving from the social media platform to the website. And it also gives me an insight into how well the activities on the social media platform are resonating with the customer because for them to take the expected action of wanting to learn more about the brand, that means whatever we are sharing is actually resonating with the target audience. So I also look at those activities as well and use it to refine content and look at the customer behavior and maybe tweak one or two features on the website as well as on the social media aspect, because I don't only use GA4. Almost all social media platforms right now have analytics, which kind of gives you insight into how your customers are behaving, which contents are actually performing better. So aside that, I also work on fresh projects that I have lined up in terms of creating strategy, content plan, working with other members of the team that I currently mentor to make sure that projects are fine-tuned and are worked on to deliver measurable results for the business owner. Because that's just the key word, measurable results, not just growing accounts, but making sure that we are able to drive sales and meet the business goals.
Sure. So you start your day with analyzing all the platforms and basically analyzing what is working and what is not, and then, creating or, crafting content accordingly.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
That's in the basic, like you rightly said, basically to deliver measurable results,
That's the key.
you have to analyze.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand. Okay. That's good to know. You have worked with basically, several brands, and you have worked with, various platforms such as websites and social media. So what is the first thing you look at when you review a platform for improvement? This is specifically, if we have to talk about, the small business, the small to mid-sized business owners, basically.
Okay, so when I'm being asked to review a business platform or a personal brand platform, what I basically look at for, the first thing I look at for is if the business is actually connected to the right target audience. Because before I embark on reviewing those platforms, I will have learned a lot about the business context in terms of the business goal, mission, vision, value proposition, what problem are they trying to solve for people. So given that understanding, I now proceed to the platform to see, okay, first thing, are we connected to the right target audience? That's what I look at for. And then I make sure that our content tailored to the target audience. Are we actually speaking to the people we're trying to attract the right way? Because content could be generic. You might not even know as a business owner that you're just sharing a generic content that is actually not tailored to the people you're trying to serve. So that is very key.
Yeah.
Because if you already have an understanding of who you're trying to serve, you are able to speak the language they would understand. You are
Yeah.
able to speak to their motivations, their challenges, their pain points. And as such, the connection happens. Because if you're not connecting with your target audience, you can't sell to them. Selling and driving results for your business in terms of meeting the bottom line is all about you being able to emotionally connect with your target audience. Yeah, those are the key things that I do.
So before you start reviewing a platform, you first of all, you review what's the brand's values and principles, and then you see if we are communicating to the right audience or not. Or, because most of the time, on social media, brands are posting generic posts. So you make
Right.
sure that the brands are basically speaking the audience language.
Exactly.
Like, many of the small businesses, they struggle with where to start online. So what advice, would you give, for a and small to mid-size enterprise who just, getting started with their digital presence? What advice, would you give?
Okay, so for a startup or an SME
Yeah.
that is trying to actually start in marketing product and services digitally, the
Yeah.
first line of action should be to actually sit back and articulate the business goals, objectives, as well as the value proposition and who you're trying to serve. Like, who do I want to serve? If you are able to identify those three key critical areas of marketing, I believe you will have started on the right foot. So if you are able to do that, then you are now able to come up with strategies, approaches, so that we don't keep using strategy and make it sound so big. You are
Yeah.
able to come up with the right approach on what to do, which platform to play in, because we have loads of digital platforms.
Yeah.
Because you already have an understanding of your customer, you're able to, with the help of a professional, identify which of the digital platforms your target audience are mostly active on. Then you are able to start. I always advise my clients that they should start with one. It's important that you start with one platform, because this is also one of the mistakes that SMEs and startups make. Some of them create digital presence on all platforms, and then they are not able to maintain consistency or proper monitoring of those platforms. So start with one and identify other tools or platforms that would assist your social media activities. Starting out only on social media, even for an SME, is not going to really drive the expected result or give you the right way to easily scale your business. There are affordable ways at which you can integrate other tools, marketing tools and platforms to assist your social media activities in order to begin to drive results for you as an SME or startup. If you can't afford to create a website right away, you can integrate a landing page to your social media activities so that you are able to drive customers to a place where they can actually have an overview of your entire brand identity, begin to understand what to stand for and how you're uniquely going to serve them. Instead of relying on your customer, putting together the pieces of your social media content to understand who you are, give them, even if it's just a one-page landing page, just highlights how you want to uniquely serve them, your value proposition, your business outcome. Like, if I'm going to do any business with you, what do I stand to gain at the end of the day? How are you going to solve my problem? Just one page. But if you have the resources, you can all create a full-blown website in not more than 3 or 4 pages. Your homepage, your service page, your about and contact. You can just limit it to that. And to also drive that platform well, if you have a full website, you must include a blog page in order to be able to ensure that that website would rank, because it will have enough content to rank on Google, and then you are able to consistently provide value to whoever is visiting. So it's not all about me learning about your business.
Yeah.
I'm also able to get valuable content that would help me to solve my pain point or the reason why I'm actually looking out to look at your business. Yeah, those key areas. Social media is fine, or you must integrate other platforms or tools. Then analytics is critical. PayPal is free to use. A lot of digital marketing specialists or executive could help you set up, could help you, train you on how to view insight. And you can set up a retainership for a standard quarterly or half year insight review. Let a professional look at the entire analytics and give you what exactly is going on. What else can you change? It's good for you to look at it as a business owner and then begin to use it to make some changes. But it will also be fantastic if you can get a professional, a digital marketing consultant or a digital marketing executive to look at your data on a quarterly or on a half year or an annually basis, depending on your budget. You know, what we're trying to do is make sure that we're not increasing your marketing budget. We're trying to keep it low. So maybe for a starter, you can do annual. If you know you can afford a better retainership to do an insight for you, insight review, you can do half year or quarterly, depending on your business need.
So, Folake, could you please tell me, why do you emphasize on having a digital marketing professional to do the analysis for SMEs? Then can't they, well, they do it on their own?
Running a business at parts of SME is a full-time job. Integrating to be your own marketing expert is going to be overly stressful, and it's going to be flooded with a lot of try and error. And with the way the industry is right now, there are affordable ways you can get professional help. You won't have to recruit full-time a digital marketing executive to work with you. Again, you can consult. It might even be a one-off consultation. You can ask for help if you have a digital marketing professional that you're close to, who can be like a pro bono service. The option is you need to work with someone who actually understands how things are supposed to be done, rather than trying to do it yourself. The DIY, trying to buy loads of courses, watch YouTube. They are good ways to start. But at the end of the day, you need somebody to help you put all that you have learned into the right perspective that will generate the right result for you. The idea of having a professional oversight, a marketing professional oversight over your activities, even as an SME, is very crucial to your business sustainability. Very, very crucial.
I think I really like, two of the, points that you mentioned. So the one was that basically before businesses start basically working on their, digital presence, where to go or, which platform to choose. I think you said, one very, I would say, important point that most brands ignore. And if we, especially, small to mid-sized enterprises, which is, we have made strategy sound so big, but actually it is nothing but writing it down about, who your target audience is and
where
are they, and does your content, resonate. Second is basically hiring a digital marketing professional. In fact, you do not have to hire them like, on job or something like that. Freelance, there are many, freelance digital marketing professionals who they can hire. So I think, that was a very important point. And basically they are on every platform, but those social media accounts are not being handled properly or managed properly. And the reason being is because owner is, managing it on their own.
Experimenting by themselves.
Point that hiring a freelancer, would actually reduce your problems. Point that hiring a freelancer, would actually reduce. Okay, so tell me one thing. If a small business has a limited budget, and which most of the time they do, where should they focus on? Like, if we talk about key digital efforts, whether it has to be websites, social media, or is there something else that, you would recommend?
Yes, although we had spoken about this earlier, but I would like to re-emphasize the fact that a lot of SMEs and startups are making the mistake that, okay, I'm starting a business, let me hire a social media manager. That's what they do. And what they do sometimes again is to hire social media manager with technical skills, in the sense that when you hire a social media manager who is not giving you a strategy document on how he wants to manage your social media platform, that is to tell you that that person has a technical skill of creating content, no doubt about that, but the person might be lacking the ability to come up with the right strategy to drive that platform. So outcome of those activity, or the result of you hiring a social media technical person, is that they are able to create brand awareness content for you, no doubt about that. They are able to create awareness about your brand, but they might not be able to drive sales most of because I've spoken to small business owners that told me that they have to let go of their social media manager because they are not getting any sales from the digital platform management, and they are paying. So this is back to what I mentioned. There must be a strategy that you have been able to come up with for every platform you've set up as a business owner. So if someone wants to manage your account and is not giving you like the approach the person is going to use to drive that platform to generate results, then that person might just at the end of the day be able to drive some sort of brand awareness and would not be able to meet your commercial goal, which is actually to generate revenue through that platform, because you are actually paying for that platform to be managed. Because if you're doing it yourself and you're getting brand awareness outcome, it might not be a problem because you're just popping in there when you're free to post content, to do things yourself. Money is not going out based on that activity. But in a situation where it involves funds, like you're actually paying someone, for you to even hire someone to manage your social media, you must ensure that the right strategy is set from the get-go. You have a strategy document on the kind of goals that you want to achieve. How do they want to go about the content management? Create a social media persona, like target audience, the kind of person they would like to attract that align with your business goal. Because you can't have the wrong audience and then you're expecting the right result. Let us not forget that. So starting out on social media is free, but your goals also will determine how much you are able to invest in that activity as well. Like hiring the right professional to do a detailed review of how you should get started. But if you want to generate income, you need to involve a professional that would give you the right approach to go about it.
I have a question, because there is this, debate. Social media, it's a brand awareness platform. So what's your take on it? Like, is social media for brand awareness, brand building, brand positioning, or revenue? Where do you feel that social media sits in?
Yes, all that you had listed are actually correct. Social media is majorly for brand awareness, but there is a way that you can do your brand awareness that you are able to generate revenue through that activity. It's called indirect selling. Like you're selling, but you're not selling. And there are ways that you can do your brand awareness that you end up not even selling. That is when you lack strategy or you lack the right approach to do it. So again, brand awareness, yes. But while doing that brand awareness, there's a way you can indirectly sell to your audience there's a way you can generate revenue through that approach.
Yeah.
So beyond brand awareness, social media is also an inbound marketing approach. So which is the kind of marketing that is in vogue right now. Because back in the days where you have to directly reach your audience to get them to buy, now customers are the one coming to you.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you do cold calling, like you call customer and then you sell to them. You actually ask them to come and buy. But right now, customers that are actually coming to you because of the kind of things that you're pushing out there on the digital.
Yeah.
So social media is not only for brand awareness, it's an inbound marketing approach that is meant to bring in customer for you to meet your commercial goal, to make money, to generate revenue. If it is done right, it's easy for you to sell physical products, but much more difficult to sell service.
Yeah.
With the right approach as well, you can also sell the outcome of a service.
I think, sorry.
Yeah, it's all about the approach to it. It's all about sitting down, mapping out the right plan before you go about, especially for service-based businesses.
It's very difficult, for B2B, basically, making a sale, via social media, because I think in B2B things are a bit different because lots of, brand awareness, and brand positioning and, trust takes